welcome back to again the title screen of Rollercoaster Tycoon. Oh, so familiar. And well, I'm actually quite happy to see it after the Pleasure Island Park, because really, in the end, you know, at first I thought it was cool, but then like I think midway through or even before that, I just started to get bored with it, really, because all the coasters that we built ended up the same. You know, once you build a few, you've pretty much built them all, but then you need to build like up till 10, you know, and then they're not challenging or anything, so yeah, you know, glad it's over. Let's not waste any more words to it. Let's get ready for the next park, which, well, we can just go down the list, because yeah, we're starting to get to the end, and ooh, it's gonna be Icicle World. Let me guess. It's gonna be in the desert. Oh, of course not. Let's get packed and bagged, and yeah, let's start it, right? So, pause it straight away. What a surprise! An icy landscape needs turning into a thriving theme park. Okay. We need to have 2,500 guests in our park. And we must not let the park rating drop below 7,100 at any time. Okay, game over. Oh, we have no money. Ah, okay, that's easy. But yeah, you know, game over. Because we oh man. Yeah, okay, well, huh? I guess we get like a free first month. Oh, and the park is open. We can't even close it. Alright, that's interesting. Okay then, so what do we have to work with? Oh wow, it is massive. It is absolutely massive. I like it though. I mean, it's quite hilly as well, which makes for perfect rides. Quite a lot hilly, actually. Coming to think of it, you know, if I recall what was it called? The Octagon Park, which also was really big and also quite hilly, but much less hilly than this. So the terrain here, I'd say it's actually a little bit challenging, but of course, you know, it's nothing that we can't handle. Okay, nice. Let's see what we have in terms of rides. Okay, so we have a miniature railroad, which, meh. We have 4 gentle rides, decent, not the greatest, but decent. We have a few coasters. Okay, nice, nice. This is actually a good start. Not that it matters really, because we have unlimited money, so I don't really, you know, I don't really get the point of having limited amount of rides. But whatever, you know, if we don't have money. Yeah, and then, you know, thrill rides and the water rides, those are like the things that we like the most of. And this is all also just bare minimum, basically. You know, 2 food stalls, kiosk, no swag. So, yeah. It's pretty basic, but I do think that, oh, there isn't even a thing we can... Okay, that's interesting. So apparently, because there is no money, we cannot do any researches. Also, we do not have our finances built on. It just doesn't work, and there's also no money. Interesting, interesting, very interesting. So seeing how we do not have any money, I mean, this shouldn't come as a surprise. And medieval theming, okay. Okay. In the ice, though, do we really want medieval theming? I mean, without any money, we can basically do whatever we want, really. That's cool. So how are we gonna lay this out? But yeah, I mean, ice cycles, huh? I don't really get where the cycles comes from. And also, look, we have beavers. They built a dam. I mean, you think that this is like a river, right? But then it's not, because it's blocked off. Oh, how nice. Okay, it's very interesting. How are we gonna lay this out? Now, I know a trick for getting high amounts of guests in the park, which we kinda did in the Octagon Park. And that is to get loads and loads of path in there, because path is just guest storage. Now we want efficient pathing, and that's basically just like a grid-like pattern. So we could probably go with like quarters. Could we? We could. And then maybe do like quarters on the inside too. So we'd have like, rather than quarters, we'd have like 16 squares. I'm thinking about it. 16 seems a bit much, but then again, it should also be doable. I think what we should start out with is just a a path straight forward, and then basically build it out from there. Now, also, knowing this, are we gonna do something fancy with the scenery? You know, we could. But in the ice world, I kind of feel like, how cool would it be if we were to make a desert in the ice world? Like, you know, like we have like a blazing fire pit, like a volcano somewhere or something, and that just, you know, has melted the snow around it. I mean, if we could do that. Then on the other hand, you know, I feel like, meh. I don't know. We'll see. For now, let's get it started, you know? I mean, already I'm thinking like, oh, what could I do? What should I do? You know, what do I want to do? But let's just get it started, and let's continue with the build style that the devs chose for us. And yeah, are we gonna go straight out? I feel like maybe what we should do is just hug it over here. Yeah, let's do that. Right. So there we go. And then the tree is in the way. And of course, you know, removing it is free right now. Man, parks without money, they're the greatest. Well, yeah, not really, but they are kind of nice, aren't they? Now, let's see. Also, you know what I should do, by the way? We should add in like a few of these height bridges. Oh crap, but not over here. Now what I should do is have this be heightened up, because that way we can also build tracks below this, which is kind of the whole goal of those bridges. So then we'll hug the water, and then we'll go up, up. Yeah, so this is a good start. Now, as of yet, is there anybody in the park? No. Okay, good. So, therefore, we cannot have failed anything, basically. I think what we should do first is just get the basics down. So, let's start with... Oh, and that's the annoying bit about parks with no money. You don't hear the sound of you placing down anything. Oh, that's good. This is gonna drive me crazy. I just know this already. I can't stand it. I want my plopping noise, you know, of like doof, placing stuff. Doof. I'm not gonna make it myself, but man, I miss it already. And then, okay, so at least we have like the icy theming down. Let's get staff out here. We don't need to tick off the mowing of the grass, but definitely do we want staff keeping everything clean. And of course, since money isn't an issue, we're gonna be, well, not stringent with the amount of staff members that we have in the park. I don't know if there is a limit to how many we can have, but if there is, we're gonna find out in this park. Right, and then let's get like 2 mechanics, because if there's one thing that we don't want, it is rides that are not being repaired. So, yeah, there we are, you know, plenty of stuff. Will this lure anyone to our park? Nah, probably not. Well, no, we need to get started somewhere, and that's what we're doing right now. So let's start off with like 2 kiosks. And let's do the coloring of the swag all in like the opposite of the terrain. And then we're gonna have the rides be more or less icy colored. Not to the extreme, that's all gonna be like a blue blend. But we are gonna do at least some coloring, you know, that is resemblant to ice. So there. Now this will probably lure in like the first few guests, even though there is nothing to do here. But even just a bare bones info kiosk? Oh no, never mind. It doesn't. Now I don't know. Look, this is the weird thing, right? We have no guests in the park, but apparently our ratings went up. Don't ask me how, but it happened. So then we need to get to make sure that we have plenty of toilets, because you know in the end we need to get the numbers in this park. Basically that's what it comes down to. So what we want then is the awards. So to get those, what we should do is make sure that we can get all the possible ones. So like a bathroom award, you know, is good. Staff award is also good. So I also think that every queue should have an entertainer. How about that? Oh, and yeah, look, see? Now they're coming. And the odd thing is, the first 2 guests have been avoided, basically. Right, now those guests will probably leave rather quickly because there's nothing to do here. So yeah, we're not gonna name them just yet. We're gonna do that later on. Yeah, naming a few guests. Definitely do we need a few named guests in here, of course. And then also like a drink stall over there. And then a donut. And we also have like apple and donut shops, which is also like a pretty atypical selection of like you know, stuff available. And since we cannot choose what we research, it's also kind of like what we're stuck with. So yeah, even if I don't like it, this is what we're gonna have to work with. Right. And then I don't know, we'll see, you know. I think it's a good thing to spread the stuff around, but for now this should be good enough. Yeah, and look, see, all the guests are coming for is our shiny toilets and our food stuff. So yeah, that's that. Now, where are we gonna branch off the path? You know, we need to lay that down for as well. I think over here and up here would be like a nice section. So we'll do this, and then we'll also go here. Yes, and this is just a marker like, okay, so this is where the stuff is gonna be. I think that it's time, and eggheads, oh, we're gonna get a roller coaster. Okay, great. And not that I need it, but we're gonna get it anyway. So now that we have, you know, the choice of building our very first ride, I think over here should we build a ride over here or build everything in like the stuffs here so that, I don't know really. You know, maybe we don't build rides on this path and have like all the shops and stalls here. I don't know if we have enough room for that, but at least there's plenty of room to get a decent start with it, you know. All the swag stuff we should get here, yeah. That sounds cool. So that means that we're gonna start with the construction of stuff over here. So let's get that sorted then, huh? If I were to say I want this over there, means we can, yeah, just like that. Perfect. And then all we need to do really is remove you and something like this. Yeah, this should do. And then, yeah, okay, hold on a second. Already I see a slight issue. That's not gonna work out. Okay, that means change of plans. Oh, crap. And of course, this means doing it like this then. So that queue is like already way too long. Just so you know, I am aware of that. But... Oh, you know what we could do? We could hook it up over there. It seems like the better choice, really. That means that we would need to flatten it. So let's do that. Let's flatten this out. And then if we were to raise it, you know, we won't raise it. Instead, what we'll do is, come on, game. What we'll do is, instead we'll just pierce through the terrain here, you know. We can, and that gives like a nice flat path space to hook up stuff to. So this is like the start. Yeah, no, we need to set this up quickly because we don't have any other ride to keep our guests happy. So we definitely need them to, open up this ride. Are we gonna go with the 18 rounds? If we do that, we're gonna have like really long queue times here, because it can deal with 18, and that is like 4 tiles. That might not be that bad. We're gonna do an entertainer anyway, so yeah, it's good. We'll do this. Also, let's see. What we want is a handy dude. Even though we have one in the area already, you are going to clean here. And we don't really need a fixed mechanic, but what we do need is an entertainer. Yes. Do we have knights? We have snowmans, yeah. Alright, you know that if you have snowmans as an option, then it's decided, right? Yeah, definitely, do we need snowmans? I wish you could specify them really to like a path, but I mean snowmans, come on. I can't not do snowmans, right? Now we'll do the no entry sign here. And then also do like a trash can and done. Like walking snowman without legs. The best snowman. Then I think over here would be another nice place to place down a gentle ride. One with music. Because currently, the quiet is deafening. Here. Yep, seems good. Seems good. And then there. And then all we need to do really is just get the queue down. Nice. I like this bike already so far. I think it's gonna be a nice one. Really. Oh, wait, hold on a second. 16. Oh, this is good actually. Yeah, this is really good. And then like this. Nice. Alright, quickly set this up. We don't need to worry about pricing. And ta-da! Oh wow, 25 rounds. And there we are, first 2 rides down, you'd think, but fear not, I have not forgotten. Of course we need to name this. Now apparently this ride was called a twist or something in the original, or well at least I thought this was the original, but apparently not. We're not gonna name that. This one I like that though. Why don't we call this Squid It? Yeah, Squid It, and then I mean, I don't mind if we do something like this, Well, that looks good. Because then a squid is also black from the ink. And then over here, maybe... Okay, now that looks ugly. This just needs its classic coloring, really. There's not much else we can do about it. We could call this what's it called? The pipe music instrument that makes the music. No, that's not. Yeah, we should call this the Horsey 500. And that's because it also goes around in an oval, right? Well, actually not an oval, just a perfect circle. But still, you get the idea. Now, because we have scenery available and hear the music. Let's also get like a few of these walls down, right? So we can give our guests a little bit of privacy. And once we have like the basis down, then I feel like we can get into scenery. But first I want to secure like a steady baseline of operations. Yeah, so that we can be certain of the fact that it will always, our park will always be above the 700 ratings, which so far, I mean, are we there? Yeah, we're there. So now we're not allowed to have it drop. To achieve this, I think what we need is like a coaster. And yeah, here I feel like maybe it would be nice already if we branch out like a little bit. Shall we do this bit first? I feel like that would be smart. Also, we were to go up a little bit further, like up to over here with the path. This is where the crossing would be of like the main path, yeah, up there. So let's expand the path up there, and that also gives us like a reference for like yes. This also gives us a reference of like, because I said like we would do like the quarter path section, so we have like 16. So basically that means that we also need like a path here, you know, and then another one there. All right, I'm thinking really in the future here. My brains are freezing, so I shouldn't do that. Of course, my brains aren't really freezing, I'm trying to immerse myself here. Let's get a few more of these toilets out. Now, if this is gonna be the junction, let's just get one food stall out then. I think that is like, okay. There. Nice. Now, I also need, yeah, you can have this added to your area. Good. Now, I think that if we expand the path a little bit over here, we can build our first coaster in this area. So let's do that. Let's get our very first coaster down. And you know what we could do? We could just build castles everywhere. And if we do that before we build the coaster, then we can really integrate it like really cool. Are we gonna do that there? Or are we gonna make like a volcano with like a... I don't know. Let's just have a look. If we were to do a volcano, I'd do it over here. But that would ruin the landscape or the flat land that we have. So I don't really feel like doing it. Let's go with castles. Shall we do like a small hillside castle or just like a small hillside house? Do we have like the terrain features for it? Not really. But we can do it. I think because we have the medieval stuff, let's go with like a small castle. Let's have like a small castle here. So to start that, let's first get the path there, right? And then let's terraform this. Terraform it further. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is like... Yeah, it's only halfway or something, but that's alright. So, quickly benchify it. Oh man, already I miss the noise of stuff being placed down here. You're gonna hear me say that quite a lot, by the way. You have been warned. I do miss it. Alright, handy dude. Maybe also like an extra guard. Wouldn't be amiss. Not that we really have the need for it, but okay. So, let's get the castle out then. I think over here, like, or maybe we should do like a castle here. on the hill. Yeah, let's do that. So if we were to do this, I guess what we could do first is this will be like the main building. And then we'll have like a smaller section here. And then, let's see. And then what we should do as well is also get like a side section. So that will be over here, which we can nicely integrate. And then we can also make like a courtyard, right? Which we'll do over here. So this will be the courtyard. You need to be going for that. Right. And then, are we gonna do real walls? I don't feel like doing real walls, so let's not. Also, I think what we should do is, first of all, now we're talking castles, right? This is gonna look really odd in here. And then these. See, and already guests are leaving. So I don't know if it's really that smart of me to start doing this stuff right at the start. Ooh, also, I just now noticed a thing we might have forgotten a little bit about for the new section. Yeah, guys, this is gonna be like a bathroom heaven. Toilet na heaven. It's gonna be called. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna go all out on the toilets here. And I'm gonna do a Dunkin' Donuts. I've actually heard that the Dunkin' Donuts is, in terms of like the donuts quality, is actually bad. I don't really like donuts myself, so yeah, I'm not the one to judge. But I'm just repeating hearsay. Yeah, okay, that seems good. What we were doing was, of course, sculpting here. Alright. Yeah, this is really interesting. Usually, I think I would do this in a time lapse, but seeing how we are trying to integrate this in our coaster design, we're not. That's the short of it. We're not, basically. So, there we go. And then this, well, what we'll do with this is we'll heighten this, and then we'll lower it on the other side. Yeah, also fine. Yeah, so we have like not the same type of roofs everywhere. Yeah, alright, that seems about right. Then we need to get like, and we're not gonna do like full grass, because that is just too big a contrast. We're gonna do this, and then also have this be out here. And this. Nope. Right, and what we're gonna do is basically what I want is like a handy dude here. And the handy dude is just gonna patrol the area over here. And all he's gonna do is just give water to the flowers that we're placing there. Because, yeah, we're gonna have like a flower garden, okay? Look. Look, handy dude, you can give water here. That's your job. Don't walk away now. And don't be like, yeah, I can't get up here. Because I saw you walking off. So I'm pretty sure you can get to there. Alright, cool. Let's get our coaster settled then, huh? I think what we want is this type of coaster. Not because we need the the cost effectiveness of it or anything, but because this coaster has a decent throughput, which is another criteria that is fairly important. Also, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower this like into here, and then up till there. Yes, I will remove you. Right. Okay. Now we might also do like walls on our castle, but we'll worry about those in a moment. I think this is what we need here. Let's dig this in. I don't know if we need to go in the ground. Well, apparently that's been answered for me just there. Yeah, let's keep that actually close. I want the queue. Let's do the queue first, yeah. I feel like we have plenty of time for this park anyway, so. Man, already I'm liking this way more than I liked the previous park, you know. I think this you know, the whole concept of it is already better than the whole previous park. So there you have it, you know. Words have been spoken, statements have been made. Yeah. There. Okay. Now, let's start the actual construction, right? And you know what's even weirder? If you build track, then you do get the sound of the placing. But if you build something else, then you don't get the sound of placing stuff. Which to me, you know, is just weird. Also, this is not what we want to do, because that's where our shops and stalls are gonna live. So, we actually are forced, by my own placement, to go this road. I'm okay with that. Now, first entrance into, yeah, our castle. Nice. Perfect. And then we exit. Okay, so this is already looking good. And then, because basically it won't make it up till there, and we don't have a steep drop as of yet. We do now, though. I'm also, it's not on purpose, but for my coaster design, basically we need to get rid of all the trees. Don't know why, but it just happened to be the case. And helix up small, and then helix up large. Now, I kind of want to go through the castle again, once more. So, let's see that we pull that off. Oh, but you know what? First of all, we have this underground section to go into. Yeah, I think it would be good if we go below here. Oh wait, now we also need to take into account that we have our own station here. So, that's easily done though. Helix up large. Yeah, that lines up good. And then, oh, already we are at the terrain height. Interesting. Very interesting. Now this is kind of like out of view, so I don't mind if we uglify the terrain a little bit. Nice. And then even nicer. Let's see, what can we do here? Now this would... Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Would we be able to do like a helix down small? Probably. We come from height 16 though. We might want to lift this a bit here. Yeah, but then it's not gonna work out. Just, okay, hold on a second. In terms of coaster design, height 20 and then down. I mean, do we want the steep drop then? Because if we don't do the steep drop, then we can do stuff rather easily. Let's see how things turn out if we were to do at least one lift. And then the helix down small. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Let's just see if it makes it. If it doesn't, we'll figure something else out. But I really like this track design, huh? Oh, perfect. Right, okay, so now what? That's not gonna work out. Now what I kind of want to do with this coaster is have it go through here and then get back to the station. So let's work to that bit and then call it a nice track design. Which in the end, you know, it inevitably is, right? Oh, okay. Well, that was kind of a surprise. I had not anticipated that. Look, now this is what I had in mind here. Really? Okay. We could also go over to that side, right? Yes. Perfect. So then basically we go in tandem over there with the other track, and we just reverse, you know, the direction, but then back towards the station. And yeah, this is gonna look ugly. I am well aware of it. I'm also pretty much okay with it. So there. In fact, we don't even need to go this low, though we probably need to for like, you know, getting back to our track, which is not done like that. Helix up small, perhaps. Okay, so that basically leaves us like one off. If we were to S-bend it, what would happen? Would it say, okay, you're back? It would. Perfect. Well, guys, I guess it's the do or die moment here. Let's see if this track is actually viable, huh? I think that is the first crucial step. And also, let's get like an entertainer for this queue, which inevitably is going to be very long. Oh, and also, you are not going to be a panda. Look at the magic trick. Boop. Now it's a snowman. Fastest change of clothes ever of an entertainer. I think this is a pretty cool coaster design, though. I just hope it makes it over here. Oh yeah, no, well, about the making it over there, I think we have the answer. Yeah. Okay, we will fix this up. Just what we need to do, basically. Did we do this over here? Yeah, I think we can start with it over here. Oh, not yet. Maybe we should go. Yeah, we should start with it over here. And then it's lifted, right? So basically now it should make it. So with with that, what we need to do is also get like a dedicated handy dude here. And what's going to be vital is the thing not crashing. So what we want to check what the entry speed is of. Wait, if I were to say this, would you be trapped? You wouldn't be. Okay, so I need you to be actually there. Now, but the entry speed to the station is like the crucial bit here. So let's monitor that for a moment. whilst we watch this very interesting test ride, right? Look, this is also like a nice section. I kind of like this design, you know, it's clean, it's simple, it's easy. Has like a few drops, you know, inside the castle building. Well, it's not really like a castle, it's more like a big mansion, isn't it? I mean, if this were like a castle, then it would look different, right? Castles need walls, and we decided not to give it the walls. Yeah, okay. So, now that we have tested this, we know that we do not want this to be with more than one train. So, let's go with log cars, because they're cooler. Log cars it will be, and then one train. Yeah, one train, because the thing that's gonna, you know, that's gonna be the end of our park is if this crashes. Then we're gonna drop down in the ratings like crazy, which is of course what we do not want. So good. As for a name, why don't we call this? Yeah, we will call this the Persian Expedition. The Persian Mystery. Because basically, we're going through a castle to save a princess, right? At least that's the imaginary story behind it. We're gonna save the princess in a train of logs. Yeah, but that's the story, you know? The story of my life. And then we could do something like this, can't we? Does it look cool? Kinda does. What if we go with icy logs? Do I like this? No, I want the logs to be the natural color. So I believe it was this. Yeah, I want the logs to be the natural color. So rather than having the orange, let's no, I want this to be, and then maybe this to be the orange. This looks better. Yes. Can we go with white? Yeah, white also looks good. I don't want everything to be blue, because that makes it a little bit too much. Though, I mean, it's not that everything is blue, but I know that more stuff is going to be blue, so. Alright, good. Well, guys, there we have it. Our very first coaster, operational, and the basis of the park laid down. It's not like, well, you know, it's a big success, but for the time being, we have 792 park rating. The more rides we place down, the better things are gonna be for us. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.